Hey, this is Olivia from Kaleidoscope on Relax Radio. So, we have some interesting things to talk about. Well, I do have some interesting things to talk about, as I promised about some superstitions that I came across, which is so interesting in my opinion. It's frankly a little crazy, but to one's own culture, it's fascinating to learn about these. But before that, please make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and also make sure to download our app Relax Radio on your iOS or Android and take us wherever you go. All right. So there are about 55 odd superstitions I came across, but let's just go through with some few of them, just because it's easier, for you and me, both of us. And this entire day I've been mispronouncing all the words, but let's try not to do that. Okay, I promise. I promise. So, one of the funniest superstitions. Okay, now superstitions is something that we, as any culture, tend to go through almost on a daily basis because it's inbuilt in our cultural systems. It's inbuilt in our religious aspects. It can be built in terms of our personal beliefs. It can be built because of the fact that you know there's so much that's happening that we believe that a superstition can keep us from any danger that is to approach us, right? So apparently one of them, which I find very confusing, is never saying happy birthday too early. I didn't realize saying happy birthday too early was a bad luck. Apparently, according to Russia, it is bad luck. Apparently, it brings a lot of bad luck when you wish someone happy birthday beforehand. But what happened? But what if you are planning to arrange a birthday to someone sometime prior? What if it's a pre-birthday party? But that ruins the spark of it, doesn't it? That kind of ruins it for everyone else, though. I mean, I don't know if this is. I mean, to be honest, none of these superstitions can be guaranteed, don't you think? But then again, it's a little funny if you think about it. To consider bad luck if someone says happy birthday to you a little early, that's a little weird, in my opinion. Also very funny. And another one I came across is to not place two mirrors opposite each other in Mexico and elsewhere. Facing mirrors, you know, close to an open doorway is for the devil, it seems. Apparently, when you keep two mirrors opposing each other, it invites the devil or any demonic activity to your house. I don't know about that. I mean, some people do it for the sake of, aesthetics and interior designing, it's not always about the demon coming in. I mean, as long as you make sure to take the approaches to keep him away, I don't think this is a problem, but it's better safe than sorry. If you think this really is a big deal, maybe you should approach it. And frankly, in my opinion, I don't see the point of this, but it's funny to read about it because it's always nice to be informed about certain things that we are not aware of. Yeah. So another thing is in Japan is to never stick your chopsticks straight up. Poking chopsticks down into your food is a big no-no in Japan. The utensils look like the unlucky number 4, which means death, and also incense sticks used at funerals. And another tip provided is do not point your chopsticks at anyone. That's just plain rude. Okay, I kind of understand where the plain rudeness comes from when it comes to pointing chopsticks at someone because you're eating with it and it's kind of disrespectful. Understandable. But I never realized number 4 was an unlucky number. But why? I hope they have sufficient evidence to back this up, right? Like, apparently it means death. Number 4 means death. So what about the people? So what about the people born on the 4th of whatever the month it is, right? What about them? They're not unlucky. I mean, a number shouldn't be I mean, okay, then again, there are a lot of people who think a lot of numbers are unlucky, right? So, I mean, it has its ups and downs when it comes to its, well, reality of it and its logic to it. But, to one's own culture, like I say. And apparently, you're supposed to give a penny if you've received something sharp. So, gifting anything with a blade can supposedly sever a relationship. So, if you receive a knife or a set of scissors as a present, give the person a coin in return. Apparently this won't, break the friendship between you and the someone. I again, it's funny. I mean, what if that person is in need of scissors or some sort of a knife? I mean, wait, that sounds creepy. But what if that person needs, a pair of scissors for something and you just have to give it to them? Why would a coin be needed? I mean, these are just, contradictory factors. And apparently, you're not supposed to go home after a funeral. In a Filipino tradition called pagpag, dictates that people never go straight back to the house after a wake. Otherwise, a bad spirit might tag along and come inside. Mourners will make a stop at a restaurant or store first, just in case. Okay, this I kind of understand as to why it's a big deal, and why people actually might believe in this, because I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. I mean, there is a truth behind how certain spirits can follow you around where you go, but it can be based upon the yeses and nos, right? And apparently whistling inside your house invites the devil. Okay, now that is a problem because I whistle inside my house all the time. And this is supposed to summon demons. Oh, okay. I know I'm kind of scared. Apparently, whistling indoors invites the evil and the devils and the demons. So what if? I mean, everyone has a common practice of whistling inside their house, right? I mean, most of us, right? So does that mean that all of us are inviting the devil to our houses? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's scary. I hope not. I really hope not. I do not mean that with intention of that sort. It's just, I really hope it's not true. I really hope. Oh my gosh. I hope they're just, it's just a myth and it's not true at all. Eesh, I do not want that sort of negative energy in my life at all. Okay. And apparently, you're not supposed to do cheers with water. A German superstition declares, apparently, that if you cheers with water, you're actually wishing death upon the people you're drinking with. So apparently, if you are sharing water with someone and you wish to, do the cheers act, it brings death to someone. Apparently, you're wishing death upon someone you're cheering with. That's a little rude. I mean, what if that person just wants to have a glass of water? You do not mean to wish death, it's just what you prefer to consume instead of alcohol. That's their choice. And, apparently, this stems from Greek mythology. Interesting. But I think there are a lot of people who really haven't thought of it as such and still have shared glass of water by cheering. And I don't think it has really created such heavy impacts as they believe it to be, creating. And apparently, you're not supposed to sleep with your head to the west or the north. This creates certain, demonic activity, and apparently, you're inviting bad spirits to your life. So, there's a way of sleeping as well for you to, continue on your life with. Oh, well, that's a lot of work. If you think about it, if I count all these superstitions into my life, frankly, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And that would be such a major problem. But oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of this now. I mean, aren't we all? Like, this superstitions can be very tiring when you think about it because it contradicts everything in the reality in this contemporary life of ours, right? And we need something more understandable and agreeable than, not being able to enjoy a cup of tea without expecting a gecko to fall in and then a huge issue happening. But that aside, here's some interesting gossip. So, Kourtney Kardashian just took a major step in her relationship with Travis Barker. So, she continues to spend more quality time with Travis Barker, not Scott Barker, okay? So, News is learning more about what makes this relationship work. Apparently, he's a great boyfriend and really treats her well. He showers her with her gifts and compliments, and she's enjoying it. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? And it's very easy to date him, it seems, because they have known each other for so long and he was always into it and it finally happened. And Travis shared a personal note on Instagram stories that stated, "I love you." Fans quickly recognized Courtney's handwriting, leaving some fans convinced that this pair has already dropped the all important L word. So, congratulations, Kourtney Kardashian. You're finally dating someone amazing, and I hope this relationship continues on and on and on, and you'll be happy forever. Okay. And they have a great foundation, I think, okay, from being friends. That's amazing. To start a relationship by being friends, I think that's very cool. Yeah. Like you know about them so much, and then when you start dating them, it just becomes a little easier, right? It's just there are different complications, but you know them enough, right? And apparently, their relationship is going really strong. And Travis has been treating her like a queen, and she deserves it. Obviously, she's so beautiful and so strong, taking care of two kids with all the drama running inside her life and outside as well. Yeah. And for a mom with two kids, we all know, right? We all know the drama that ascends them. Like how women have to take a toll because of the rest of the society because they cannot handle the fact that she's single and she has two kids and she's having her own show. I can't imagine the amount of trauma and pressure she must be going through, right? But that being said, that really being said, I just want to tell you that we have so much more good stuff coming up. So stay tuned and enjoy the lovely music we are presenting you. And this is Olivia from Kaleidoscope.